Charter schools have been a big part of Oklahoma education now for 20 years. There are 66 of them operating in all 77 Oklahoma counties. Jason Doyle reports on the past, present, and future of the charter system.
Okay, ready? Happy birthday!
This looks like any birthday party with cake and pizza, kids enjoying themselves on a nice fall day. But this celebration is a little different. It's commemorating 20 years of public charter schools in Oklahoma. While people are laughing and having a good time now, it wasn't easy getting charter schools started.
Well, the political climate was very hostile to charter schools. The teachers' unions had no interest in them. They were very, very opposed to charter schools. They wanted more money for the classroom, no matter how wretched the classroom was, how wretched the school was.
Keating reached out to legislative leadership to convince them something had to be done.
I brought together the pro tem and the speaker, both Democrats in a Democrat legislature, and I said, look at this study by the Oklahoma University and Oklahoma State University economics departments. Why are we poor? In that study is the kids don't take hard enough courses in school, and our achievement levels are far, far too low.
Keating and the leadership began working on a plan to increase core standards in public schools and to give parents a choice among public school options.
So if a public school is hopelessly deficient and you simply can't get an education there, you ought to be able to go to a charter school, again, a free public school, to have the opportunity to receive an education.
It started with charter schools only in Oklahoma City and Tulsa. 2 decades later, all 77 counties can access some type of public charter school with an approximate enrollment of 36,000 students. One of the first to open in Oklahoma City was Aztec Charter School.
You know, when we started, nobody really knew what to do or what the guidelines were going to be, because even though the 1999 legislature passed the bill, it was that winter almost of 2000 before all the guidelines were put in place.
Dr. Frida Deskin founded Aztec Charter School in April of the year 2000. It was part of the first wave of schools to open.
I'm very proud of Aztec. We do have high standards, not only for our students who wear uniforms, but our employees also have a dress code. We don't believe in mediocrity. We say excellence is a habit.
Deskin says her school takes into account the needs of their students who might need a little more help.
We say you're part of the Aztec family when you're here. We have a clothing closet, we have a food pantry, and we really look at what are the things our students need to be successful.
Well, I actually started coming here in 6th grade. I used to go to a public elementary school, but my teacher actually talked to my grandma about putting me in this school because he heard great things about it.
Olympia Rodriguez is a senior at Aztec Charter School and believes because of the rigorous instruction and high expectations, she's ready for college.
I actually do feel like I'm ready. Well, like I said, there's a lot of great teachers, and they have like one-on-one conversations with you to try to see where you're at and like see how ready you are for college. And well, all the teachers have told me that I'm doing pretty good, so I think I'll do good and I'm ready.
Christina Velasco has a 5th grader attending Santa Fe South Charter School. He's been there since pre-K.
They're very connected, so everybody knows everyone. If someone's having a bad day, they know what's going on. They know what will help that student. They're very good about catering to the kids as far as what motivates each child.
So now we serve 3,550 kids pre-K through 12th grade in 8 locations in Southside Oklahoma City.
Santa Fe South Charter School was started in 2001 just as a 9th grade in a church basement. The school's founding superintendent says it wasn't easy getting started, but there was a need.
We didn't know what we were doing. We literally made every mistake you can imagine in forming a school. But we quickly realized that we needed to add a middle school because our kids were so far behind when we received them in 9th grade.
The demand for the school is still there nearly 20 years later.
We now have a waiting list of over 1,500 waiting to get into our schools right now.
The waiting list indicates the community's support for the charter school.
And that's one of the things that a charter school can really evaluate its success on. If nobody's lining up to go to that school, that's your number one indicator it's not successful.
Now that a generation of students has experienced public charter schools in Oklahoma, Brewster is hoping policymakers will continue to help the schools develop.
Especially in areas like facilities or capital infrastructure. And so we need to figure out how to make sure that the 36,000 kids in Oklahoma who've chosen charter schools have the same type of level playing field as far as facilities and equipment and buses and materials and supplies as their peers do.
Jason Doyle, the Oklahoma News Report.